Hi, everybody. At our last librarians meeting, I said that I would send out to you the instructions or a screencast on how I set up my overdue notices to be automatically sent out. So here it is. First of all, of course, you're going to want to navigate to the reports menu. So we go there and then library reports. And then, of course, we're going to go down under circulation and click on current checkouts and fines. Here you can see that I have two reports that are already set up. I send one out every Monday to each homeroom teacher. So that person gets a list of the books that are overdue. And then the Sunday before, it goes out to parents. And I think that way kids can be reminded by homeroom teachers that their books are due as well and will actually get them into the library. You're going to want to start with set up a new report or notice section down here. And this is where you get the options of how to do this, of course. I'm going to select that are overdue by. You also have the option to say the books are due in so many days or whatever. That might be something that would be helpful for you. I usually do this by 20 days. That would give the students on our campus an opportunity to get their books turned in two library visits after they're due. I'm pretty generous there, I think. You can also decide whether you want to also include unpaid library fines and unpaid patron fines. And then under the format, you have to select notices. And of course, you can do these in Spanish or English. Then click continue. And this is where you can set up, of course, which patrons are going to receive these notices. I'm going to take off everything except parents and guardians and students. Then I click OK. And I always include all circulation types, and I always include the materials that my patrons have for other schools in the district. I've been a little more successful this year with getting some books and also some fines back for lost books from kids by doing these overdue notices too. Click continue. No need to change the patron name up here because you're not really sorting these in any particular way. You do need, of course, to click on via email. The display name should probably be your name, and you'll want to put in whatever email address you would like to use. I do know that some librarians that I've talked to in other districts have set up a separate email, like through Google or something for that, because they feared being inundated with email messages from parents. That has not been my experience, but if you think that might be a problem for you, you might want to do that. I always send to both email 1 and email 2. You might want to do that, especially if you're on a secondary campus. That way that email will go to both the student and his or her parent. You can leave the page layout the same, and I always just leave the message here for the patron's name as just Dear Whomever. And then, of course, this box is where you want to customize whatever it is you're going to be, putting in your message. So I do something like the following books are overdue. Please return as soon as possible. No fine will be assessed if books are returned. Okay. Then, of course, you can also choose what information to display. The title, of course, is something you're going to want to select. I always do the price, and that's why I include that information about no fine will be assessed if the books are returned, because sometimes parents will send in both the book and money if they see the price of the book there. And you can decide what other information that you want here. Now, you're going to click on Save Setup here, and that's important because that's where you set up the regular continuing scheduled notices. So click on Save Setup, give it a title. I'm going to do Overdue Demo. And then here's where you schedule the report. I wish they had a monthly report because I probably would do some others on a monthly basis, but I just do weekly. And once you select that, you can choose which day of the week, and you can also select the time. You can also select not to run this on closed days. You would do that, of course, I think if you're doing Monday through Friday or whatever, but I like to put mine out on, put my overdue notices out on the weekend. I think parents have more of an opportunity to see them. Of course, if you save the setup, there you can see that it's scheduled to go out every Monday at 8 a.m. And that's all there is to it. I hope you find this helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or give me a call. Or if you have any suggestions on how I can make my reports better, I'd love to hear them.